In this video, we will learn about the Pushyabhuti dynasty. So, as you can see here, this is the Indian subcontinent and this is the area covered by the Pushyabhuti dynasty. Some of the important cities are Ujjain, Sthanvishara, Karitra, and Karnesuvarna, and Kanyakubja. So, these are the important cities of Pushyabhuti dynasty. So now let's start and let's look at some of the important kings of the Pushyabhuti dynasty. So now we'll first start. The founder of Pushyabhuti dynasty was Pushyabhuti, King Pushyabhuti, and this dynasty ruled during the 6th and 7th century CE in India. So the founder was Pushyabhuti, King Pushyabhuti, but there were several other notable kings which made a contribution to this dynasty. And after Pushyabhuti, the most important ruler, the founder of dynasty was Pushyabhuti. He established his rule in Thanesar, present-day Haryana. Not much is known about his reign, but his establishment of the dynasty laid the foundation for future rulers to expand and consolidate power in northern India. So Pushyabhuti was the founder, and after that came Prabhakarvardhana, the son of Pushyabhuti. Prabhakarvardhana ascended to the throne and further expanded the dynasty's territory. He is noted for his military campaigns and diplomatic skills, which helped strengthen the dynasty's position in the region. So Prabhakarvardhana also established his empire in the Punjab region, that is Punjab and Haryana region, where the first ruler, that is Pushyabhuti, had established his empire. And Prabhakarvardhana also fought a war with the Huns tribe and in the Punjab region and saved his empire from them. After that, he married his daughter to the Makhri king Grahavarman, and the daughter's name was Prabhakarvardhana's daughter's name was Rajyashri. So he married his daughter Rajyashri to the king Grahavarman of the Makhri dynasty, and after that he attacked Malwa plateau and established his rule all over the Malwa plateau, and one of the most important city was Vidisha. So he established his rule over Malwa plateau and captured Vidisha. So Prabhakarvardhana's reign also witnessed the emergence of his daughter Rajyashri as a prominent figure in Indian history. Now after that he sent both his sons, that is Rajyavardhana and Harshavardhana, to fight with the Huns in the Punjab region or the northwestern region. But after uh, after Prabhakarvardhana became ill, his sons had to return from the northwestern territories to uphold the empire. So after that, Rajyavardhana came to the throne. After the death of Prabhakarvardhana, the elder brother of Harshavardhana, that is Rajyavardhana, inherited the throne after their father's death. He continued his father's policy of expansion and diplomacy, extending the dynasty's influence over the neighboring territories. So he extended the influence towards the present-day Uttar Pradesh, present-day Bihar, and all these regions. But at that time, there was a Gaur empire in the Bengal region. It was a very powerful and big empire, and its ruler was Shashank. So I'll show you the map. Yes. So as you can see, the Bengal region, where the Karnesvarna is located and Karitra is located. So this was the empire on which the Bengal empire on which Shashank ruled, and in the present day Bihar region and Patliputra region, the rule was the later Guptas were ruling, and Dev Gupta was the king. So Shashank and Dev Gupta formed an alliance and defeated the Makhri and Dev Gupta defeated the Makhri prince, that is the Makhri king Grahavarman, and killed him. So Rajyavardhan became very angry because his sister, that is Rajyashri, was married to Grahavarman, and Grahavarman was killed by Shashank. So he marched with his army towards Kannauj or Makhri region and killed the later Gupta king Dev Gupta. But he did not find his sister Rajyashri there, so he marched on towards Gaur Empire and towards Shashank. So what happened after that? That after Rajyavardhan marched towards the Bengal Empire, that is the Shashanka's empire, to save his sister Rajyashri from him. Harshvardhan had to ascend the throne. And Rajyavardhan, when he reached the Gaur Empire, Shashank was there ruling. He met him, and Shashank told him that Shashank had good diplomatic skills. So he convinced Rajvardhan that he will submit to him, and he will marry his he will marry his daughter to him. So one day, when Rajavardhan was talking to him and he was unarmed, Shashank killed him by treacherous. Shashank killed him treacherously, and so Harshvardhan had to ascend the throne because his brother Rajvardhan was killed by Shashank. So Harshvardhan came to know about this, and he had to avenge the death of his brother Rajvardhan by Shashank, as well as he had to find his sister Rajshri. So he marched on to the Gaur Empire, but when he marched on to the Gaur Empire and formed an alliance with the Kamrup ruler of Assam, and he marched on to the Gaur Empire. But Shashank knew about this, so Shashank earlier only fled into the jungles of Orissa. After that, Harshvardhan ruled for many years, and he was one of the most notable kings of the Pushyabhuti dynasty. When he reached the Gaur Empire, he found his sister Rajshri, who was committing sati, but he saved his sister from committing sati, and then they both returned to the Mokri region. And after that, he told his sister to rule over the Kannauj Empire or the Mokri region, and he ascended his throne he ascended throne of the Pushyabhuti dynasty, that is Harshvardhan. So this is this I will show you the map. This is the empire of the this is Harshvardhan, the statue of Harshvardhan. So you can see how he looked like. And after this, this is the whole area that Harshvardhan had captured. By defeating the Gaur Empire, he captured the Ganga Brahmaputra Delta region, and by defeating the later Guptas, he captured the Magad region. By After his sister died, that is Rajeshri died, who was reigning over Kannauj, he also captured Kannauj, that is he made Kannauj a part of his dynasty. So Kannauj was also there, and his Sthan Viswara was also there, and all these regions, the Punjab Haryana region, as well as the Chambal region, the whole of Gujarat, Ujjain region, Madhya Pradesh region, all these were captured and was a part of the Pushyabhuti dynasty under Harshavardhana. And when he wanted to capture the Gujarat region, you can see Vallabhi here. So he wanted to capture Vallabhi. So he went on to war with the ruler of Vallabhi, but ruler of Vallabhi took help of the Chalukya dynasty and the king Pulakesin II, and Pulakesin II defeated Harshavardhana on the battle that was fought on the banks of the river Narmada. So this was the only defeat that Harshavardhana suffered during his reign, that is from Pulakesin II of the Chalukya dynasty on the banks of river Narmada. But still he married his daughter to the ruler of Vallabhi, and this is how he made a good alliance and good relations with the ruler of Vallabhi, and captured Vallabhi also, and the western Gujarat area also. So this is Harshavardhana, and some of his contemporaries were Ban Bhatt. So I'll show you. This is Ban Bhatt. He was a scholar and a writer during the reign of Harshavardhana. Harshavardhana supported many scholars, writers, poets, etc. He was a patriot of art and education. So this is Ban Bhatt. Some of the important books written by Ban Bhatt are the Charit by Ban Bhatt. This describes the reign of Harshavardhana as well as his administration, and this is the second book written by Ban Bhatt, that is Kadambari. So these are the two books written by Ban Bhatt. You can see Kadambari and Charit. And the second contemporary was, so Harshavardhana also sponsored art and education, and was a patriot of art, education, poets also. So there were many scholars in his court, and he also took care of the Nalanda University, as well as gave donations to the Nalanda University, the Buddhist monks, and art and education and science flourished during his reign. Nalanda University was one of the largest universities in ancient India. So This is also what Harshavardhana did, and this was the other contemporary during Harshavardhana's reign, that is Yuan Sang. He was a Chinese scholar, traveler, and a Buddhist monk who wrote about Harshavardhana and his administration. So this is Chinese traveler Yuan Sang, and he came to India during 7th century, and he translated the Buddhist texts into Chinese language. So he translated some 657 texts, and he was not able to translate everything, but he took 657 texts and he translated around 1335 chapters from these texts into Chinese language. So this is Yuan Sang. He was a Buddhist monk who visited India and translated Buddhist texts into Chinese. He also wrote about Harshavardhana. So this is the whole region that was under the Harshavardhana's rule. You can see the pink region. And after Harshavardhana's death, what happened? And these are the coins minted by Harshavardhana and the Pushyabhuti dynasty empire during Harshavardhana's reign. So you can see the peacock coin, as well as this is the left coin is of Harshavardhana wearing a crown, and the right one is depicts a peacock. So this is all about the Pushyabhuti dynasty. After Harshavardhana, there were no notable rulers. He was the most, arguably the most renowned king of Pushyabhuti dynasty, and he made efforts to promote Buddhism and foster intellectual exchange also. And during his period, there was a political and cultural renaissance in northern India. So during his reign, Kannauj became a center of learning and cultural innovation, and he convened the famous Kannauj Assembly, where scholars, poets, and philosophers from various parts of India and beyond gathered to exchange ideas and advance knowledge. Despite his achievements, Harsha's reign was not without difficulties. He faced internal rebellions and external threats, yet his adept statesmanship and military prowess enabled him to maintain stability and expand his empire. Harsha's death marked the beginning of the decline of Pushyabhuti dynasty, but his legacy as a benevolent ruler and patron of arts endures in Indian history. After the death of Harshavardhana, there were no notable rulers of the Pushyabhuti dynasty, and the kingdom was divided among the feudatories of the Pushyabhuti dynasty. So he is one of the most notable rulers of India, as well as ancient India, as well as the Pushyabhuti dynasty. He did good contributions, made good contributions to art, education, science, scholars, all these things, and he convened the Kannauj assembly also. So this is all about the Pushyabhuti dynasty. I have told you about all the kings, that is Pushyabhuti the founder, Prabhakarvardhana his son, Rajyavardhana the elder brother of Harshavardhana, and as well as Harshavardhana. I also told you about the Rajyashri, who was the daughter of Prabhakarvardhana, and how she ruled over Kannauj. So this is all about the Pushyabhuti dynasty. Hope you found this video informational, and I'll see you in the next video.